New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Giants. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Hey, what's up with your game, bro?
What game?
Versus the Vikings in OTD.
Tag?
Yeah.
When is the event?
It's supposed to be tomorrow, but y'all wanted the last one.
That nigga be in my heat, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was trying to figure out if y'all actually, like, I know, I'm pretty sure I will be tagging.
Bravo!
I did tag him, bro.
On 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line.
He be playing
all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
I know him to call his ass.
Here's Jones.
I don't think he was funny.
And going deep for Hill. They've got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, 85 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Did you want your last game?
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now.
Yeah.
2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms.
What do you play?
Whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, break. Switch up, switch up.
Now, man, that nigga owes himself some money. Hill was
He'll be upended at the 20. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Hey.
And that's one of the reasons you have to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses
Yeah,
the
fumble.
linemen
He gonna be fumble.
to get up to the second round.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 20. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man.
Do that, bro.
We'll see what kind of
That nigga fumbled 3 times,
touchdown
bro.
on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them,
about it.
to this game,
That time, right on up.
mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time, either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Officials so cognizant of that call now.
Hey, you doing the
Yeah, you're right. They took it out of their
thing?
hands, having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not.
No,
Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Okay.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's built it. He can get out of the backfield. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Pushing 38.
Yeah. I got one those times. Yes, he got 8-9-1 acceleration.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
He's going to get everybody in the
Picked
line.
off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You know, I don't give him a mix. Julio die here. Julio don't die here. Julio don't die here.
To the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st.
I did it?
Jones. Play action. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for.
All of them have the same.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield.
Ooh, I had it at burn and my
down he
goes.
Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they were second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Boy, get the throw at these man.
There's one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man on a run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, excellent hands.
Versatility and showing those hands.
That thing will be downgrade. They get upgrade too, right?
To the 24.
That's why you saw the post with the top one on first down.
Oh, okay, yeah, I ain't looking.
Second and 11.
Like 15, 20 sacks.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Check 26, check 26.
Ain't no bro, bro.
You can do it like 7 sacks a game.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, well, that field traits on the safeties. It's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get through.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one
niggas who don't know what that
it's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of
That
cake.
nigga playing all them young guys. Them old ass niggas, bro.
Just give him confidence and let him knock it
You
through.
said that shit, I was thinking the same thing. Like, I wonder if this nigga know what he's doing now.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
This nigga just sees some name like
the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Bro.
Two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on the
like, why would you trade that
interception.
Why would you?
It sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanted to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure this time it's
got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Jones now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And he's going to be
sacked
back at the 45-yard line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is it something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be back.
I never put $100 on
the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye.
You knew I was
guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this.
I'm a down, so drop a hundred on my
play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I'm about to make a post, bro. I want to see how many Tampa Bay fans we gonna see now on Facebook, bro. That shit be so annoying, bro.
I already said that shit when they got Brady.
Bro, after that trade was dropped today, I was on the man page, and guess what nigga said? Who got a new updated roster?
Before he's dropped.
Boy, sit down.
And a Giants first down.
It's a big plays in the passing game on this
Bro,
drive.
that shit is annoying, bro.
So the passing game loosening things
And like
up.
somebody
Now
said
Fuck the
it.
book.
I want to say it was in OTR. Somebody was like, "Yeah, them niggas gonna be good for one season. Nigga, all them niggas gonna reboot."
That's true, bro. And they gonna be back to normal, bro.
Going on first down. Jones.
But I think they're gonna make the mistake of saying, "Okay, they can keep these buck on 1 year deal."
At the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait.
And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Jones, and that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. John Ross, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. There he goes, left side. He will score. Touchdown, Giants.
The most underrated corner in the game.
Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know
I'm mad.
the
I want
best
to know
athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker.
Don't tell me you got
to remember that now.
Come on.
I went to go.
I bet it's a rain, Rodney.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
For life.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the
So Brian fucked me too, bro. He stole 2 of my players, bro.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now a handoff here to his running back. He juked him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Check.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. Complete. It's Johnson. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that.
Oh, see, that's the shit. Now, like, why did they make me switch to the fucking safety,
they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that.
And he's in. Touchdown,
away from
Patriots. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Shifts by him.
Well done.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. A first update now from Cincinnati. And that one pretty well wrapped up. The Bengals growing the lead even further. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Pats at the line ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
But
one
yeah,
thing
this inbox,
when
you
you're on
always
drag
use
routes,
inbox. So, yeah,
you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this,
and the giant rush gets Thomas. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I ain't your ready.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. What a run, 79 yards on the punt return. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter.
I just don't be saying nothing about it. If I ever see that nigga around, bro, I'm definitely going to bring that shit up.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
I still get my trophy, nigga. Like, they don't owe me that shit.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone.
The niggas had to make
bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last
shit when they brought in that no playmaker rule. That shit still got me laughing, bro. He brought that rule in for no fucking reason, all because I hit that nigga with a playmaker, and that shit was mad legit.
And give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. It's Williams on the catch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, bro.
The set up the throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4. He'll look to throw.
Good defense, Will Jack.
Incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Giants are going to get the football back.
Good defense, Will Jack.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that look.
Now the pressure comes and he goes
ball
down.
Off. I had circle wide open, bro.
Back at the 9.
Like you standing there butt naked. Yeah, come on, bro.
3 timeouts.
Throw the fucking ball.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
No, I don't know how.
Back to throw. Jones. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. He's got him in, complete. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
Oh,
so we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jones operating from the gun. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fielded at the 33. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Ready? 15, line it. 15 line. Stop here, D. Get it.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Michel. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. Now Jones off the play fake. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now it's seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
2 times. 3 now, let's go.
They'll run with Michelle. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones gets this one to Hill. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down.
You can't go for it.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit him, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Pilot, 64, wait.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And some space here. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. 41's the mic. Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. It's a party now. It's a party now. No, look at me. Go. Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
2nd and long. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The throw complete here to Williams. Williams loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A Giants touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Rosas true blue on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
That was sad.
Picked off near the 44.
That was sad.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
94.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Draw play, it's Eckler. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's Eckler again. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
Yo, where's my left?
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second down and goal. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have looked.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Rosas now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
That's it now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Oh, he done went to the left. He'd have had 6.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On first down, Marshall. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
New England on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Marshall. And he's able to get the first before.
And understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Marshall. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. 5.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And here's Marshall. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's 2nd down.
Right. 60 or. I'm scared. Watch that in. Watch that in. Let's go.
2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green
it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate to dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can save your guy. We turn live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed out in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep it flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, keep it flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They get cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damages. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me.